Los Angeles, California, about to take the knockout blow. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today as we examine the health and the fitness of the U.S. housing market. Well, why would we want to do that? Because everything hinges on the U.S. housing market. If we lose it, my friends, we lose everything. We will be thrusted into the biggest recession you've ever imagined. It's happened before. It will happen again. It's never been if. It's always been when. Is this the time or is this time different? I'll let you decide. I'll let you decide. My job's to raise economic awareness. Hopefully your job is to help me do that. You can help simply by giving the video a like, subscribing, leaving a comment, participating to drive these. We gotta wake some people up. You've got to protect a lot. I know a lot of you are like, well, I don't want to protect these people. Let them walk off the cliff. I'm going to scoop up all the pieces when the chips fall where they may. No, your rewards in life are in direct proportion to your contribution. I promise you, you will be rewarded simply by protecting people. And listen, we're not going to be able to protect everybody. Unfortunately, unless you've lived through a boom and a bust cycle personally yourself as a bill-paying adult, you have no idea. Even though you're hearing these messages, you're not going to understand the level of severity, the magnitude that's pretty much now knocking at the door. So today, to drive our point home, I'm going to take you nice folks over to Los Angeles, California. Been there many times. I'll be there in about a week and a half, actually, as myself. And I live only hours from the place. I've been there many, many times. In a past life, I was even a singer in a rock band. I played the Whiskey A Go-Go, probably one of the highlights of my singing career, if you want to call it that. Insane. A cesspool. The homeless population, the crime is off the charts. And courtesy of the crisis, it's only got worse. Worse. But guess what happened? An anomaly happened in Los Angeles. Even though homeless population is the highest concentration of anywhere in the world, saying, crime through the roof, defunding, smash and grab, businesses moving out. Nobody lives there anymore because they want to. You used to move there, you're like, I want to live in LA, the action, Hollywood. I want to be with Scott, singing at the Whiskey. No, not anymore. You're like, people live in LA because they have to. More people leaving LA than are moving into LA. Well, what's that going to do for their housing market? Well, like I was about to say, an anomaly happened in Los Angeles. Even though it's become dangerous, it's always been dangerous, it's super dangerous now, a cesspool on many levels. The quality of life, clearly compromised. I've got people with million-dollar listings, multi-million-dollar listings. Scott, can you get me to market? I've got an encampment in my front yard. Can you imagine that? An encampment. And you can't get them dispersed. And then finally, if you can, then just move back in a few days later. Insane. So, this is the challenge I have with real estate. Even as a real estate agent, somebody owns and operates real estate. Been in real estate a long time. Love real estate. Changed my life. Wouldn't change. I love it. Love working in real estate. Love my life in real estate. I want you to do the same thing. You won't get rich buying the house we're about to show you. You'll get rich when the bottom falls out and you can get it pennies on the dollar and turn it into income property. That you will get rich. But if you want to just buy your primary home, build up equity, you'll never get rich that way, owning one home. You got to own one home. It starts with that home. Put a runner in and move away from the home. Stack a few of those. You're going to have a good agent in your Rolodex. Hey man, I'm ready to go make offers again, Scott, on some more properties. I'm seeing stuff that pencils out. Those are my clients. Not the first time 1% down FHA approved home buy. No. Now I'll help those people, but you're going to get some real talk along the way. I've talked my way out of more sales than I've talked my way into. I'm going to give it to you straight, and I'm going to shut up. You make up your mind. You want my advice? Happy to give it to you. Wait. Stay on the sidelines. Stack cash. Sacrifice now. Don't measure your insides by other people's outsides. Try to keep up with the Jones. Doesn't work. It's what society tells you need. It's what the commercials you watch, even rolling in these private videos, want you to believe. It's not the path to wealth. So today, to drive our point home, let's jump over and see California is recording declines in their property values. And we're just getting started. Tail end of a crisis, front end of a recession. Those are the realities. Don't shoot the messenger. We're going to examine a property. We're going to examine it with the lens that I tend to look at. And I don't want to be cynical, but I want to be a level-headed realist. And I don't want to sugarcoat it. And to drive these points home, I do have to lay it on, and lay it on thick. Sure, that is true. I'll admit that. But today I want to jump over and examine a property, a listing, that was randomly picked in Los Angeles, so I can show you what I'm seeing, and then you can decide if you're seeing the same thing or not. Let's jump over to today's property, then we'll meet back here and wrap this one up. Let's get started. All right, friends, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors, maybe even put on that face mask if you still have one. I'm going to take you into Los Angeles, California, the concrete jungle. Let's go ahead and jump over to today's featured property. Now let's bring up today's California crash map, courtesy of our good fuzzy friends over at Zillow. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our stuck on the market property, and here you go. This thing is an absolute disaster. It looks like they tried to do a little lipstick remodel on this thing, but it's clearly sucking air, a missing refrigerator. This thing's in massive, massive trouble, but it's only telling part of the story. Let's jump into some pricing and description and see what they have to say. And let the sugarcoating begin. I proudly present you this wonderful home in the well-established city of Los Angeles that's conveniently located near Cal State Los Angeles, downtown LA, and major freeways. And it goes on and on and on. The big oversell has started. The description's too long and clearly sugarcoating it. Let's keep looking. It gets better or worse if you're the seller. With 97, almost 100 days on the market, we only have 47 saves. Today's stuck on the market property has a mid-range value of approximately $623,000. We're above our mid-range value, stuck on the market at $635,000. We were $649, and then stuck on the market, listed, went contingent, and here you go. This thing's got priors all over the place. Here's a price reduction of $1, playing with the internet, trying to see if they can get anything to trend with this property. Unfortunately, their priors are revealing it. They are playing with this property in desperation mode. Now let's see how it pencils out. If we were silly enough to give them today's stuck on the market price, which we're not, our approximate cost to carry would be $4,300 a month. And now let's see what the thing would even rent for. Our property has a listed estimated rent range of approximately $3,300 a month, $1,000 separation from reality. Nobody's touching this one with a 10-foot pole. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. There you go. Can I interest you in a house in the war zone? Just a stone's throw from the concrete jungle that has more people leaving than coming in, with 50% of their commercial real estate unoccupied, sucking air, about to go to default. We've got big systemic issues, not only in Los Angeles. All the 100 metros all over America are facing similar, if not exact, possibly worse challenges. And here's my point with this video, friends. One of the many. We're just getting started. This is the stimulus era. We haven't even exhausted or removed all the stimulus out of circulation yet. There's still people out there burning off excess cash. Can you imagine when it's all but gone? Can you imagine potentially, you got to put the percentage of likelihood on this one, a year from now. Let's just pick a year from now. The third quarter of 2024. What might it look like then? Well, I'll tell you what Los Angeles is potentially going to look like. Mad Max, the apocalypse, Thunderdome. It already looks like that. I'll be going to Los Angeles soon, and I'll bust out the camera and try to catch some stuff, hopefully. But let me just tell you, friends, I've been down in LA, and there's a place, you roll up your windows. You roll up your windows at every stop sign. You do not feel safe. Now, people that are that have been in that environment, sometimes you become numb and you just acclimate to your product of your environment. But if you're not from that area, you will be shocked. I drove down, I remember I got lost, and it was before GPS when I was singing in that band. And I was going down to LA, it's third stage smog alert so thick you could taste it. Gunshots going off, sirens, People coming up to the doors, knocking, help me. Craziness. Like, you couldn't pay me to live there. So when I see a property chasing the market, sucking air, completely out of touch with reality in terms of its values, clearly the reverse course started. Clearly they've got an uphill battle. And that's why typically for me, if somebody came with me and I was an agent in LA and that was in my area where I was selling, yeah, I see your house. Cool. I've done the comps. This is our value range. My advice, sir, right now, or ma'am, is we have to find out who our competition is and not come alongside them with similar pricing. We got to go beat them. We got to get everybody that's even left in this risen interest rate environment that's willing to come look at our property. I got to be super strategic to get you off the market. Otherwise, I can already see you've got priors. Like most of your neighbors have different kinds of priors. You've got priors for chasing the market. You're out of touch with reality. And clearly you're probably going to fire me right now because I'm about to give it to you straight. But guess what? I'm willing to let you do that. Why? Because I don't want to get stuck with this house or this listing, because I'm like the attorney you hire that has the winning record. I want to make sure I win here. I don't want to take a listing just to have another listing and have it be a loser. No, I want another successful transaction. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy. Wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Putting you in LA probably isn't going to help you do that unless you're some big executive that's there because you want to be, not because you have to be. Most people are there because they have to be. The house we looked at today isn't going to be sold to the person that's targeting LA as their forever home. That was the place you live because you have to. When that tells me it needs to be investment property, income property, nobody wants that as their primary home unless it's cheaper to own than it is to rent. This property wasn't clearly. And for that reason, I believe Los Angeles and California, many parts, if not all across the country, are going to continue to have the issues that I've talked about and showed you today. That's why I'm going to continue to continue to read between the lines and look between the cracks, examine the health and the fitness of not only the housing market, the economy. Bring it to you guys because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, gonna love the next video on your screen, and there's an easy subscribe icon. For your convenience, as always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count. I'll see you on the next video.